to the two Bartys. Yes, it is me introducing again. I don't know, are you going on strike?
Not yet, but there's time.
Okay. Right. And this time we are looking at our top 5 supercars. So, to kick us off?
Well, I'm going to kick you off with something that may be controversial. I class it as a supercar. You may have a slightly different view, but I'm going to go with the Hennessy Venom. You look slightly perplexed. What's wrong?
Well, I just think it's so fast, it isn't a supercar. It's a hypercar. It's just the next level of quick.
Okay, so a supercar to you, how fast does your supercar go?
Well, around 200, 190, around that area.
Okay. Well, probably would have helped if we'd have had that discussion when we were putting together our list.
True.
Should I get my next hypercar out of the way then?
Yeah.
My next supercar, come hypercar, before we get on to James's first two, will be the McLaren Senna. Now, it's not for the outright speed, it's not even for the links to that Formula One driving great Ayrton Senna. If truth be told, I quite like the glass panels in the door. Going through a village, being able to see the ground and the road and the grass or whatever through those lower side windows would just give you a drive like nothing else could. Now, I know it's not really how we should be extolling the virtues of a supercar or hypercar, and of course it is massively capable at high speeds, but from a design point of view, see, I want that in a supercar. I want something a little bit different, and for me the Senna absolutely gave that. Okay, give us your first two then, James.
Right, so I'm going to kick it off with the Audi R8 V10 Plus.
Okay.
It handles well. It's quick. It's all-wheel drive. I didn't really like the original Audi R8's kind of looks. It looked a bit meh. It's like nothing was to it. But then the V10 Plus came out and it just changed the whole way I looked at Audi R8s. It's like, I like this car. The style, they've worked on the styling, but it still makes a good noise. Is quick, is all-wheel drive,
Does it for you.
Yeah.
Give us your next one then. So Audi R8 V10 Plus. What else have you got in there?
Right. Porsche 911 Turbo S.
What is it about the 911 Turbo S?
It's not really about the way it looks. It looks great, but that isn't it. It's just the way it corners. It goes quick.
Do you have a third one for us?
I do. The Ferrari 458 is probably one of the best supercars ever, because when someone says supercars to me, I either think Lamborghini, Ferrari, McLaren or Porsche, and usually the first one to pop in my head is Ferrari.
Yeah.
And the most iconic of the bunch is the Ferrari 458.
Yeah, the 458 really seemed to re-establish Ferrari at the front end. Has obviously since been replaced by the 488 as well, which has taken that on a step further. So I absolutely get why that would be on your list. Well, I've got another one to chuck onto that list, and no list of supercars would be complete without a Lamborghini, and I'm going to go for the new Huracan Evolution. You know, it's capable of just over 200 miles an hour, two-seater. You can have the roadster version, you can have the coupe version, but for me that is kind of supercar perfection. Come on then, you've got two left, James.
I have got two left, and well, basically what you've just said, I didn't think of the Evo, but I did think of the Lamborghini Huracan. The Lamborghini has taken the Porsche and extracted the German and put Italian in.
Mm-hmm.
And that just makes it more Raging Bull.
My next one will have to be new Ford GT, again launched in 2016 for the World Endurance Car Championship, famously won Le Mans some 50 years from when it had first won Le Mans, and very honoured and privileged to have been given a hot lap last year in one of these on a private test track, and it is phenomenally quick. For me, it's not just the outright pace, it's the aerodynamics of the thing. And what I'll do is I'll put up a couple of pictures so you can absolutely see what I mean by that. My final one will be the Lamborghini Diablo. Now, I had one of these on a poster on my bedroom wall, not as aggressively styled as the Lamborghini Countach, but for me was kind of like its more sophisticated brother. Just looked the part though, still had that little element of madness that we love from Lamborghinis. We need to check out what is number one for you, James.
Well, I think everyone, if you've watched, knows what it's going to be. The McLaren 720S.
What is it about that McLaren?
It's just styling,
Yeah.
power, just cornering. I quite like the way you can choose the amount of drift you get. It's the complete package.
Your complete supercar. So is that number one on your list?
Yeah.
So give us a rundown then from 5 through to the inevitable McLaren 720S at number 1. What's at number 5?
Number 5, the Audi R8 V10 Plus.
Number 4?
Number 4, 911 Turbo S.
Okay.
Number 3, Ferrari 458. Number 2, Lamborghini Huracan. And number 1 is the McLaren 720S.
Okay, and my top 5 will have to be the McLaren Senna at number 5, because essentially it's a hypercar. So that also means a Hennessy Venom will be in at number 4, because again that's essentially a hypercar. But Ford GT will come in at number 3, and it's a Lamborghini 1-2 with the Huracan Evo coming in at number 2, and purely based on nostalgia and no rational thinking, the Lamborghini Diablo is my number 1. So like, subscribe, comment below with your supercar suggestions as well. Hopefully you've liked and enjoyed this video, and we'll see you soon for episode 5. So from us today, it's goodbye.